When most people get into a car, the routine is the same. Start the engine, check the mirrors, maybe connect the phone, and go. The controls you use every day become the whole car in your mind, but cars are packed with small features and smart little details that manufacturers put in to make life easier. They don't shout about them, and most buyers never see them in a handover. That's why a quick look around and a few button pushes can change how a car feels. These features are practical, real, and testable. Try them in your own car as you watch, and you'll notice how many tiny annoyances just disappear. A lot of this is low-key engineering rather than flashy tech. These features don't promise the world, but they save you seconds, stop minor hassles, and sometimes keep you safe. The following 11 items are ones people actually use once they learn about them. I'll explain how each works, why it matters, and how to try it yourself. 1. The gas cap arrow you've been missing. Look at your dashboard fuel gauge. Next to that little gas pump icon, there's usually a tiny arrow. That arrow points to the side of your car with the fuel filler. If the arrow points left, your cap is on the left. If it points right, there you go. Simple. No more awkward pulls forward or embarrassing pump swaps. This detail is especially handy when you rent a car, borrow someone's ride, or drive a model you don't use every day. It's one of those things that's been standard on many cars for decades, but people don't notice it unless someone points it out. Try it next time you fill up. It saves time and avoids those tiny stupid hassles that pile up. Point this out early in your video because it gives immediate value. Your viewer can try it out in seconds and feel like they just leveled up. That's the kind of practical tip people share with friends. Second, sun visor slide and extension. Sun visors aren't just flip-down panels. On many cars, the visor slides along a mounting rod toward the side window so you can block light coming from an angle. Some visors also hide a pull-out extension that gives extra coverage when the sun is low. That small extension is often tucked behind a vanity mirror or under a clip. This really helps at sunrise and sunset when the sun sits low and finds the tiniest gap to blind you. Instead of squinting or putting a hand up, slide the visor and extend it. Better visibility means less eye strain and fewer sudden, dangerous moves on the wheel. It's comfort and safety in one simple motion. Try this the first time you're in a car at dusk. Most people are surprised how much more the visor can do. Once you start using it, you'll notice less glare and fewer headaches after long drives. 3. One-touch windows on every seat. Drivers usually know about the one-touch window for the driver's side. Press the switch fully and the window lowers or raises all the way without holding the button. What many people don't realize is that a surprising number of cars give that one-touch function to all doors. The trick is to press or pull the passenger switches firmly past their normal travel point. Why does it matter? On a hot day, you can vent the whole car faster. Passengers don't need to hold the switch. For families, it's just nicer when everyone can open and close windows with a single movement. Some models have pinch sensors that reverse the window if it detects resistance, which is an important safety feature to mention. If you haven't tried the rear or passenger switches, do it now. It's an underused convenience that makes a small difference in everyday life. 4. Cool the cabin before you get in with the key fob. There's a beautiful little convenience where you can roll the windows down and sometimes open the sunroof from the key fob. Hold the unlock button for a few seconds on certain models and the car will vent itself. Some cars also let you close windows by holding the lock button. It's not universal, but a lot of modern cars and many trim levels include this feature. If your car has it, it's perfect for hot days when everything inside has been baking. It lowers the initial heat shock and makes the first minute of driving bearable. It's also useful when you want to air the car after carrying strong-smelling items or pets. Check the manual or the vehicle settings to see if it needs to be enabled. If it works, use it. It's one of those tiny luxuries that feels surprisingly premium. 5. Trunk release lockout for extra security. Many cars include a trunk release lockout switch, often hidden inside the glove box or behind a small panel. Flip that switch and the trunk release inside the cabin is disabled. The trunk will then only open with the key or the remote. This feature matters when you hand your keys over to a valet, a mechanic, or anyone else you don't want rifling through your luggage. Beyond the lockout, some vehicles let you secure the rear seat backs so they don't fold down, preventing access to the trunk from the cabin. It's a quiet security step that can prevent someone from casually grabbing things off your trunk space if they get into the car. When you travel, especially to busy or unfamiliar places, use the lockout. It takes a second to set and adds meaningful peace of mind. 6. Tap to signal for quick lane changes. Not every driver knows how handy a light tap on the turn signal can be. Press the stalk lightly and the turn signal will blink a set number of times automatically, usually 3 to 5 flashes, and then cancel itself. This is designed for short lane changes where you just need a quick signal and don't want the lever to stay on. It's a smooth technique for highway driving, quick, clear, and it keeps your hands steady on the wheel. Some drivers learn it instinctively, others never try it because no one told them. Teaching people this makes lane changes feel cleaner and less clumsy. Show it in the video so people see how easy it is. Little habits like this change how confidently someone drives. 7. Speed-sensitive volume, so you don't keep twisting the knob. Wind and road noise get louder with speed. Many car audio systems handle this by using speed-sensitive volume control. The stereo reads your speed and nudges the volume up as you accelerate, then reduces it as you slow. The result is steadier audio without you constantly twiddling the knob. You can usually find this in the audio or vehicle settings. It's adjustable or toggleable, so if you don't like it, you can turn it off. But for long highway runs, it's a nice automatic helper that keeps voices and music clear without stealing attention from driving. If you love road trips, this is a nice comfort feature. If you hate constant changes, turn it off. Either way, now you know where to look. 8. Hidden storage compartments that actually fit stuff. Car designers hide storage where you least expect it. Lift the trunk floor liner and check underneath. Pop out removable panels in SUVs and you'll find shallow bins. The passenger footwell or underseat areas sometimes have covered trays. In pickup cabs, you'll often find lockable compartments beneath the rear bench. These spaces are perfect for jumper cables, emergency kits, tools, and stuff you don't want lying around in plain sight. They help keep the cabin tidy and reduce theft risk if you need to leave valuables in the vehicle. Sizes and locations vary by model, but nearly every vehicle hides something useful. Tell viewers to check under carpets, behind panels, and under seats. It often takes 5 minutes and uncovers storage you didn't know you had. 9. Auto hold. Let the car keep the brake on for you. Auto hold is a feature that keeps the brakes engaged after you come to a complete stop, even when you lift your foot off the pedal. When you press the accelerator again, the system releases the brakes instantly. It's different from the parking brake and is meant for temporary stops like lights and traffic jams. This is a huge comfort upgrade for city commuters. No more cramping your foot in stop and go traffic, and no more anxiety about rolling backward on a hill. If you drive in urban areas, auto hold turns a repetitive pain into a non-issue. The button is usually near the gear shifter and takes a second to enable. Encourage people to practice this in a quiet area to understand how it feels. It takes a minute to get comfortable with, and once you do, you won't want to go back. 10. Rear wiper smarts. Cleaner glass, less hassle. Rear wipers do more than wipe when you flick the stalk. On many cars, the rear wiper won't move until washer fluid sprays to avoid dry wiping and potential scratching. Even better, some vehicles automatically engage the rear wiper when you shift into reverse if the front wipers are already on. That gives you a clean rear view exactly when you need it while backing up in the rain. These behaviors vary by manufacturer, but the goal is the same: automated help that improves visibility with zero extra effort. It's subtle engineering, but very practical in wet conditions. Show a demo of washer first versus dry wiping and then reversing with the front wipers on. It's a neat thing to see and proves the car is doing work you don't have to think about. 11. The physical key hidden inside your fob. Even in cars with push to start and keyless entry, a mechanical key usually hides inside the fob. There's a small release or latch that pops a metal key out. That key opens the driver's door if the fob battery dies or the electronics fail. Some models hide the keyhole under a tiny cover on the door handle. This is one of those you hope you never need it essentials that'll save you a tow or a locksmith fee if something goes wrong. Find the key in your fob now and practice getting it out. Also practice finding the keyhole cover. It's a tiny plastic piece that pops off on some cars. Being prepared is low effort insurance. It costs nothing and can save a big headache later. None of these features are magic. They're small, practical helpers that make everyday life easier. Together, they shave minutes off annoying tasks, reduce tiny stressors, and sometimes add a real safety improvement. Most are already in your car right now. You just need to know where to look or which button to press. Take 15 minutes with your vehicle. Try the windows, poke around the glove box and trunk, explore the infotainment settings, and look for those hidden keys and panels. The payoff is immediate. You'll drive with a little less friction, a little more confidence, and fewer dumb mistakes. If you learned something useful, pass it on. Tell someone about the gas cap arrow or the key fob window trick and you'll save them time and sweat. Real value is stuff people use, not stuff they only talk about. Thanks for watching. If this showed you even one feature you didn't know, hit like so other people can learn it too. Subscribe for more real car tips that actually help, and drop your make and model in the comments if you want a follow-up showing how to enable any of these features on specific cars. I'll read a few and make a short video with step-by-step demos. Drive safe and see you in the next video.